What's up, my dudes? It's night. I haven't made a video in a while because I have been working a lot and I still have school, and then when I'm not doing that I'm either cosplaying or sleeping, but I'm back. In this video, it's a video I kind of wanted to do for a while. I wanted to do something pertaining to this for a while, and that is how to become or stay a positive influence in the cosplay community. And I think it's something we really need. There's just so much crap and negativity going on everywhere in the cosplay community, and it's not good, not fun, because it makes all cosplayers look bad, even though not all of them are bad, and most of them aren't bad, but it's just the same people doing these things that makes the whole community look horrible. So it's great. So these are just my tips and what I try to do on my social media. I'm really not actually a positive person, but I don't want to bring others down with me. So on my social media, I present myself as positive and happy because I want people to follow me because they like what I do and they like who I am. And if I'm a bitch, then that's not really gonna work, is it? No. Okay, I wrote them down. This was like a while ago I wrote these down. So my first one is don't be rude. I'm not the nicest person. I can definitely be a huge asshole. I'm not always happy. I'm not always nice. And I mean, that's life. Humans get angry and they get mean, but that's not something you should really put out there on social media, especially if you're trying to like gain larger followings and like have people like what you do, because they're not gonna like you if you're a bitch. There are always going to be mean people. There's always going to be someone that will find something wrong in what you're doing. People might come at you for something not being accurate, a wig not being styled correctly. If you're doing a closet cosplay or a casual cosplay, they may come at you for that. Like, it's not the canon outfit. There's like, your makeup sucks, you're ugly, blah blah blah, you're a horrible cosplayer. Like, it sucks and it hurts, but it happens. And honestly, when I first began cosplaying, things like that would make me super mad, and I would try to retaliate, but honestly, retaliating actually isn't the best option, because it's what these people feed off of. They feed off of your response to their hate. That's what they want. So if you just don't give them that, if you don't give them that, then there's nothing there for them. And they're eventually, unless they're insane or just like unhealthily obsessed with you for some reason, they'll go away. And I know it can be hard because I know it gets really annoying and it just really irks you, but just really what I do is I just try not to reply to like hate comments or anything. And if I do, it's like in a joking manner. You kind of have to have a hard shell, or just at least just a little hard when you're putting yourself out there on the internet. The internet is not necessarily a nice place, and you have to be prepared for that when you're putting your content out there, because there's always going to be haters no matter what you do. You can be super perfect, someone is going to hate you, and you have to be prepared for that. You have to know just when to not respond, and don't be mean back. Wow, I kind of trailed off of how I actually wanted this to go. Another instance of not being rude is just don't talk about people, even if you hate their guts, because no one cares. No one cares if you hate the other cosplayer. No one cares. Also, don't leave hate on people's pages, even if it's done anonymously. Don't do that. Even though you're going to be anonymous, it's still a bitchy thing to do. Don't say anything unless it's nice. It's honestly, it's not that hard. Just keep your mouth shut. What the? The second tip I have is don't spread drama unless it is endangering the lives of somebody else. When I say that, I mean like, usually the type of stuff I spread that could be considered drama is pertaining to certain people attending cons, and they are known for kind of like stalkish behaviors or sexual harassment. That's the type of drama y'all should get behind because you need to keep people safe. But I'm talking like any beef with cosplayers, and don't pick sides. You can pick a side in your head, but don't spread it around like, actually this person's correct because in this essay I will. No. Especially if it's between two cosplayers who decided to put their problems on the internet for some reason. Don't spread anything because that's between those, like, you have nothing to do with that. Just don't spread anything unless already putting or going to put someone in danger or someone is thinking of hurting themselves. Then that's something you can get behind. But if it's just petty drama, just don't engage in it, because then people are going to associate you with drama and they are going to get annoyed with you really, really quickly. This is a big one. I've seen this so often on my Instagram feed. A lot of the people I follow think it's a great idea to make call-out posts about people. My whole thing with that is don't make call-out posts, period, point blank. Just don't do it. It's annoying and it's unnecessary. Unless you're trying to warn people about a potentially dangerous person, don't call people out. All that does is stir the pot, it gets other people behind in on your drama, and then it just makes the problem so much larger than it actually needs to be. Just try not to make them as much as possible. Fourth tip. This one kind of has like a lot of leeway with it. It's don't bring too much negativity from your personal life into your cosplay life. I don't know how to explain this fully because I know a lot of people use social media as like venting, and it's completely fine. I feel like when people are looking at your cosplays and they see your stuff and they like really like you, they only like you for your cosplays. A lot of the people only like you for your cosplays. I mean, not everyone. Some people care. Some people care about how you're doing in your personal life and your mental health. There are people out there. There are a lot of people out there like that. I just feel like if you have a cosplay account, it's for cosplay. This has a lot of leeway. I'm not trying to sound rude or anything, but I just feel like when people complain about their personal life a lot on their cosplay Instagram anyway, it's just kind of like, oh, you know, I just feel like, I don't know. I might take this part out because I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I guess what I'm really trying to say is making it public. I guess that's what I'm kind of making it public to everyone, so everyone knows like what's going on. I just feel like that's where it gets a little like too much. Like talking with your close friends on your social media is like completely fine, and then like a little ranting here and then, I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I'll talk like me. I don't talk about my personal life that much. I don't go by my real name. I don't really talk about who I am outside of cosplay. And that's solely just because I guess I'm just there to be known. I'm just there to be known as a cosplayer, and some of my closer friends that I love love so dearly, like Alan. I love you, Alan. They know a little bit more about my personal life because they're my friends and I want to talk to them like they're my friends and not just like people on social media, you know? But I feel like a large amount of my following doesn't care about my personal problems, and that's completely fine because they don't have to care because it's not their problem, you know? But there are some times where I will break out and rant on my Instagram story and just like everyone can see it, and that's okay because sometimes people just need that. People need to rant, and that's okay. I really try not to do it often because I know people don't care, and it's okay. But like I said, now that I'm actually talking about it, I guess it really doesn't matter. Vent all you want, but I don't know, I guess it's just like a me thing. Alright, tip number 5 is appreciate your following. No matter how many followers you have, if you have 27 followers, 86 followers, 200 something, over 1,000, over a lot of thousands, just appreciate your following, always. They're like your little mini-me's. They love you. They follow you for a reason, and it's because they like your stuff and they like who you are. And if you don't appreciate them, then they're gonna leave, and you depend on them. Like, without them, what's the point of creating content? You need to appreciate the people who appreciate you. You have to reciprocate the feelings. They love you, you gotta love them. Like, don't be mean to them. Try to interact with them. I try to interact with my following, but 1, I'm shy. 2, a lot of people don't try to interact with me first. So it's kind of hard, but I try. So really just things like getting to know them, playing games with them or something. I know a lot of people do Discord servers and things like that. Things like that, it's just great. Like, people love that crap. Like, you gotta love the people that love you because then it'll just make the world a really happy place. Tip number 6 is spreading love and appreciation. And this is just sharing people's posts, commenting, liking their stuff, showing them that they are doing great and you love them, and showing other people that they're doing great and that they should love them too because they're great. Like, you gotta do that. Especially for like closer friends on the internet, just like, yes, there are so many of my closer friends on Instagram that will share my recent posts to their story and say, hey, go like Knight's post, and it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside because I love them. Like, Alan has done that for me multiple times, which I really appreciate, and I try to do it back, but I don't do it as often as I should. I need to start doing that more. But yes, do it. Tip 7 is to not stress. Don't stress yourself, because when you're stressed, everyone else gets stressed and it's not fun. But don't sit there and like create a schedule of like, okay, I need to cosplay this character tonight so I can post them by this day. Like, don't do that. You should really, especially with something like cosplay, don't make it a chore. Make it so like you're always excited to do it. So really don't stress yourself out for content, because it'll make you unhappy. Your cosplays will be rushed and then you won't feel happy with them. If your following really likes you and really appreciates what you do, then they aren't going to mind waiting for you to get good content for them. And also, don't do like everything your followers want. Don't do stuff because you know it'll maintain your following. Do things you want to do, even if you lose followers for it. That may happen. But as long as you're doing what you want to do and you're doing what makes you happy, then that's perfect right there. And your true following will find you and they will stay because they love you. Just don't stress yourself out, because that's just going to ruin cosplay for you. It's just not going to be fun, and then it'll suck. So I didn't actually finish all of the tips. I think I had 10. yeah, I had 10 and I only got through 7, but I didn't want the video to run too long, and I already think it's too long in the first place because it's over 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna stop it here and I'll continue at a later time. But hey, if you watched the whole video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing next, and yeah, okay. Bye.